Hey scholars. All right, so this semester could be a little challenging because I know you guys have a lot of online classes. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can organize yourself so that hopefully this online stuff will not be a barrier to you getting good grades, getting your assignments completed, and everything like that. So I'm going to show you how to use your College Planner Pro. So in College Planner Pro, when you first log in, you should see this. You want to make sure that when you click on Manage My Notifications that you have gone to this link or you have texted this code to this number. In this case, you can see that this person has not linked their phone. Once you do that, this should be checked, these two. So link your phone and save the settings, and that should be link your text messaging to give you notifications. Then after that, go into your calendar. So go into the calendar tab, and over here, you want to make sure you link your calendar. So I think the easiest way to do this is to log into CCP on your phone and then click this link. Most of you guys are going to have, some of you guys will have iPhones, so you could do it on the Apple Calendar or just on that Google Calendar, because if you have a Gmail account, even on your iPhone, that'll still link it. I'm also going to put a to-do item in all of your accounts to give you a website document that can help you know how to do this on your Android or on your iPhone. So look in your to-do list to find that. Once you have all of that set up, that'll help you get notifications and reminders, which is always a good thing so that you can keep track. Whether you are in high school or in college, you can use this system. So here's your calendar in CCP. Once you have it linked, all of your appointments and meetings and papers and stuff will show up on your phone in your calendar. You cannot change CCP calendar items from your phone. You have to be online to do that. So I know that that's a little bit tedious and difficult, but it'll at least show you all of the stuff due, and then you won't be able to delete it from your phone because it's all right here. So you won't accidentally delete anything. So let's just say, so today is August 12th. Let's say school has started, and if you're in college, you may have gotten a syllabi from your professor. If you're in high school or middle school, you may or may not have something that tells you what assignments are due. But what you want to do first is, as soon as you get your syllabi from your professor or your assignments from your teacher, you go in and put all of those in. So let's say your first assignment is due, let's say in English 101 paper is due on the 28th, and they say it's due by 5 o'clock. Well, we're not going to wait until 5 o'clock, so we're going to say we want to make sure that it's turned in by about 3. Maybe assignments you want to code as in purple. Maybe all of your assignments and tests and stuff you want to code in purple. So I'm also going to click, so it is showing that you're busy that time, and that'll mean it'll block it off of your calendar in CCP. And then you want to get a text and an email alert so that it reminds you you've got to get this done. So I'm going to save that. It'll post to my calendar. But the thing is, you and I both know you can't wait until then to do your paper. So since we still have about 2 weeks to get this done, I'm going to look back and go, okay, I know I need to start on this now because I've only got 2 weeks to get this done. So I am going to work on English 101 paper this Friday because I know I have some time this Friday. And I also know that I work better in the mornings. You may work better at night. I work better in the mornings. So I'm going to say that I want to work on that paper from 9 to 10. I'm only going to block off an hour to work on the paper. And here's why. Everybody that wants to think that they can just grind it out and complete a paper in 5 hours, you're deceiving yourself. So don't do that. Work on it little bits at a time. If you have extra time, you can always add a little bit more, but don't think you're going to just do all of it at once. So let's block off an hour. Since this isn't a paper due, this is my study time. So I'm going to make that light purple. I'm going to have it send me a text and I'm going to put it here. But I know that in 1 hour, I cannot complete a whole paper. So I also need to work a little bit on Saturday. And I'm going to also say work on English 101 paper. And on Saturday, I know I have an obligation Saturday morning, but I'll be back home by 12. So I'll need to eat once I get back home. So I'm going to say that I'll work on it from 1 to 2. Color code it light purple, text me an alert, and save the item. So I'm going to keep doing this. I figure to work on a research paper or something, that's going to take me at least probably 5 hours to do. So I'm going to put that throughout here and just look at different times throughout the week that I can work on that. And that way, by the time the paper is due, I've already been working on that and blocked that off. So that's how you want to kind of schedule put all of your stuff on the syllabus in your calendar so that you know what's coming up. Now, the other thing is, what about just regular classes? So let's say whether you're in high school, middle school, or college, you still have classes. Now, these days, because of the way everything is online, not all of your classes meet. If they do, fantastic. Put them on there that, you have whatever. You have history, maybe it's every day from 10 a.m. to 11. And maybe that's in green because that's an actual class that's meeting and you need to do that. So that'll put that here. Here's one of the problems with CCP is you cannot put repeating, so you will have to add it on every single day you want it, one by one by one. But if you put that on here, then you know that this is reserved as a class. And so you don't schedule anything. You don't go to the grocery store with your parents at that time. You don't go hang out with friends at that time. Even though the school is not requiring you to be in class, pretend like they are. That way you structure that, and anything that they've asked you to read, to watch a video, or anything like that, you just pretend like this is your class time and you've got to be present at your computer. If the videos that they ask you to watch doesn't cover that whole time, that's fine. You can watch the videos during that time, and then maybe you leave class early. Or you use that time to kind of pick up some study time that for the papers you need to write. But put everything on the calendar. So if you have a history class at 10 to 11 and everything's online, you may want to break. You don't want to just sit on Zoom the whole time. So maybe you do a math class. You put your math class there, but you do that from, let's see, that was 10 to 11. You take a break from 11 to 12, and then you eat. So let's say from 1 to 2, you're going to do your math class. And then let's say you have another, I don't know, we would even say, let's see, history, math, reading, writing, English, or reading, writing, let's say a speech class. You could do that I'm going to give myself a 30-minute break. So I'm going to do that at 2:30. And just put everything on there. So then let's say maybe you're old enough to work, or you feel like you need to have a job. Well, I'm going to put all of my, maybe I work at TJ Maxx and I work from 4 to 8 on this day. So I'm going to make sure and put that on here, and I'm going to do maybe my work schedule is in light green. Again, you can decide what colors you want it, but I'm going to put that here. Maybe tomorrow my TJ Maxx schedule is from 10 to 6. And so everything I just plug in. So everything I have goes on my calendar. Yes, it makes your calendar look crazy and it makes it look full, but it helps you manage your time. And then that way you block off stuff. Now, the other important thing is if you have something on your calendar, you actually honor that and don't just push it aside because nobody's making you and because COVID's happening and you can just kind of sleep instead. These are responsibilities. And so if you keep track with this time, you should be able to do okay and make sure that you are managing your time well through this. So hopefully that gave you some good tips. If you have any questions, please reach out. Don't struggle and try to figure it out on your own. Reach out and ask for help. And that way we can really kind of help you work through this and make sure that you are successful in all your classes and are getting the scholarships and college acceptances and everything that you deserve. All right. Thank you very much.